Hi, welcome to the next edition of the standard meta. So we're going to go over, of course, the trends of the past week, since last week, go over it and see how the meta is shaping up for standard. I also got 3 decks to talk about to show off a little bit today. And let's dive into this. If you like this, make sure you smash that like button. Subscribe, hit that notification square for future videos. We're on our way to 1,000 subs. If you're interested in Pioneer, go check out my channel. It's in the link in the description. And let's get into it. So, based off of the trends, Red Deck Wins has been kind of taken over with a slight modification in Gruul, but that's kind of just taking up the Overlord slot. It looks like the people on Overlords is probably migrating to Dimir mid-range to eat up on the Gruul aggro decks, and the Red Deck Wins. And these 2 decks are probably here trying to eat up on the Pixie deck. This deck was eating on this deck. Now, I rephrase that. These 2 decks are probably picking on the Overlords. That way, they have an actual pretty good solid beater right here. Easy win for them. So these 2 are preying on this, which preys on this. Now mid-range is coming in, preying on both of these, but is most likely vulnerable to Overlords. And maybe even Pixie, depending on how the deck is built. This town ain't big enough. Can bounce the Annex if you're playing that variant or whatever. The combo deck is getting a little bit of traction, but not by much. Azoria's control basically is losing meta shares to the combo deck. Golgari mid-range is coming up a little bit. Same as Oculus. Again, more aggro coming up. So, like I said, aggro is starting to facilitate its way to the top. And so is mid-range to fight the aggro decks. So, Pixie hopefully could start falling off, but I highly doubt it because Overlords is the one that's really actually the target. Like I said, these are preying on this, and then mid-range is preying on this. Which could actually, the mid-range coming back into the fold might be great for Overlords, because that is usually their good matchup in Pixie. So it's kind of like a clash of stuff going on up here. Other than that, there's nothing really spicy going on down here. Overall, the meta seems pretty stable and not really changing all that much. Like these meta percentages about 0.5. So like most of these are not like hyper adjusting either way. The only one that's really taking a hit is Control and Overlords, and everything else is kind of just ticketing up. Everything's adjusting to the top. We could go to the scroll down to find out which ones are actually taking more hits. Dimir Bounce most likely is just converting to Pixie, because Pixie's the better deck. So it's not too much to look into, but yeah. That's what the meta looks like. Not really all that much going on. Like I said, you're literally aggro. Pixie mid-range with Overlords. That's pretty much it. I got 3 decks to talk about. Let's get into that. So first is this Goblin deck that uses Cauldron for the Krinko. You put that underneath it. No matter what Goblin you have, you get to tap it. Make a bunch of Goblins. Pretty sweet interaction. Goblins came out of nowhere thanks to Ether Drift. You get this new one here, this new one, and this new guy right here. Again, I think Dropkick also is new. Can't remember if it's this set or the last set. And then we have our Lord before it rotates. We have Lightning Strikes. We have some links in the sideboard for decks that have, not enough basics. Bailoff for the Pixies. Barrage is a way to fight, blue base decks and black base decks. Or white base decks, I should say. So, mainly hits stuff like Jace and other Planeswalkers, uncounterably. We have a couple Frenzies for Shield Rid, other mid-range threats like that are bigger. That is our deck. Let's get into the next list. So the other deck that is kind of shown up is a similar deck that I played for Pioneer a while back. That was more budget friendly, hardly any rares, because of the Beanstalk, Cash Grab, Scoot, Hollow Marauder, Swarm. These cards are all uncommon. It's very nice. Bailoff's really good here. Like I said, get Pixie and whatnot. We have this random Starving Revenant in the board. Is very interesting. So yeah, we have Overlord, pretty good card to fill up our yard. Also pretty good beat stick. Soul of the Lost, because if we're going to be milling our deck, I might as well be playing this as well. And we have some more removal in the board. Combo, we have Stonebrain in control. Liliana for control. Mid-range. Sage for artifact and enchantment removal. Sharpshooter for more artifact and enchantment removal. For some reason, you need that much. Okay. You got me. We have some Terratides for aggro. And extra card draw here for Starving Revenant. And that's the deck. Let's get into the last list. So last but not least, we have this Boros deck, Monument deck that's been going around. I think I faced this one time. Somebody was trying it out with Guardian to just help and FOMO and Engine. Always help you discard your cards to get back with Helping Hand or Recommission. So you could pitch your Endurance, get it back to Recommission, and get a 1-mana discount. Plus, they all help work really well with Endurance. Torch, if you need to sacrifice your Mutt or Engine. Nemesis has a nice beat stick that you can get back with Helping Hand or Recommission. And same with the Dragon, so pretty nice there. Sideboard, we have more Graveyard Hate, Artifact and Enchantment Hate, and Big Creature Hate. Ghost for aggro. We have some Stone Brains for control and combo. Against mid-range and control, we have Cases, Artifact and Enchantment removal. We have Lauren, which is a really good card to get back because of Recommission and Helping Hand. That is all the decks we have to talk about today. Let me know in the comment section which one of these decks is your favorite. I tried to actually play one of these for a video, but I just did not have the rare wild cards for it. At the time of recording this video, for me, I think it was, for this particular deck, I was missing a couple copies of Engine, a couple copies of Guardian, and then I was missing one Endurance, so it was kind of a nightmare. I don't know. But that's the last of what we're talking about today. I said if you want to check out the Pioneer video, go check it out. We have like 4 decks there to talk about, so go check it out. I'll talk to you guys next time.